It always will be. There's nothing else. Just us. And the cameras. And those wonderful people out there in the dark. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
I spent my life protecting my son. I spent my life protecting my family.
Let's be reasonable, okay? That's your big thing, isn't it, Michael? Reason backed up by murder.
Oh, God. You hate me. You hate me.
No, I don't hate you. I dread you.
I did what I could, Kay, to protect all of you from the horrors of this world.
But you became my horror. Children still love you, though. Especially Mary.
That's something. We can build on that. For their sake. Let's try.
Only if you let Tony go free to have his own life. Away from you.
I'll let Tony go.
Thank you.
So that was a clip from The Godfather. I have a series of clips I'm going to play in a few moments. And I don't know if you remember the movie A Little Princess that came out. Oh, it was probably 8-9 years ago. I see the role of Miss Mincham as Dr. Colleen Bull. And the little girl could be any one of the parents trying to get the truth through. They can see the truth through the darkness. And it is a dark night out there. Hope you're still tweeting hashtag CDC whistleblower. Hope these clips are inspiring and encouraging you to keep tweeting, retweeting, reply to other people's tweets with the hashtag CDC whistleblower. Remember, when you reply, to put the hashtag CDC whistleblower in there as well. All right. Listen to this clip, and we're going to play some fun songs like Friends with Low Platelets. I like that song. And another one, No Turning Around. It's from the movie Selma.
What's going on here?
It's not their fault. I asked them to come.
You five, get downstairs immediately. I'll deal with you later. Becky, you will remain locked in your room for the entire day tomorrow without meals. Go! And you will perform all her chores in addition to your own without breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's time you learned, Sarah Crew, that real life has nothing to do with your little fantasy games. It's a cruel, nasty world out there, and it's our duty to make the best of it. Not to indulge in ridiculous dreams, but to be productive and useful. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
But I don't believe in it.
Don't tell me you still fancy yourself a princess. Good God, child, look around you. Or better yet, look in the mirror.
I am a princess. All girls are. Even if they live in tiny old attics, even if they dress in rags, even if they aren't pretty or smart or young, they're still princesses. All of us. Didn't your father ever tell you that? Didn't he?
If I find you up here with any of the girls again, I will throw you out into the street!
Still, it must be a bit disorientating. You're bound to be feeling...
What? What am I bound to be feeling? People don't think anymore. They feel. How are you feeling? Oh, I don't feel comfortable. Oh, I'm so sorry. We, the group, were feeling... Do you know, one of the great problems of our age is that we are governed by people who care more about feelings than they do about thoughts and ideas. Now, thoughts and ideas, that interests me. Ask me what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking, Margaret?
Watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. And watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. What we think, we become. My father always said that. And I think I am fine. But I do so appreciate your kind concern. Oh, do please answer that. Might be someone who needs you.
You've been accused of practicing medicine without a license. It's a very grave charge, son. Are you aware that it's unlawful to practice medicine without a medical license?
Yes, sir, I am.
Are you aware that running a medical clinic without the proper licensing can place both you and the public in a great deal of danger?
Is a home a clinic, sir?
If you are admitting patients and treating them, physical location is irrelevant.
Yes, sir. Will you define treatment for me?
Yes, treatment would be defined as the care of a patient seeking medical attention. Have you been treating patients, Mr. Adams?
Well, sir, I live with several people. They come and go as they please. I offer them whatever help I can.
Mr. Adams, have you or have you not been treating patients at your ranch?
Everyone who comes to the ranch is a patient, yes. And every person who comes to the ranch is also a doctor.
I'm sorry.
Every person who comes to the ranch is in need of some form of physical or mental help. They're patients. But also every person who comes to the ranch is in charge of taking care of someone else. Whether it's cooking for them, cleaning them, or even a simple task as listening. That makes them doctors. I use that term broadly, gentlemen, but is not a doctor someone who helps someone else? When did the term doctor get treated with such reverence as, oh, right this way, Dr. Smith, or, excuse me, Dr. Scholes, what wonderful foot pads, or, pardon me, Dr. Patterson, but your flatulence has no odor. At what point in history did a doctor become more than a trusted and learned friend who visited and treated the ill? Now, you ask me if I've been practicing medicine. Well, if this means opening your door to those in need, those in pain, caring for them, listening to them, applying a cold cloth until a fever breaks, if this is practicing medicine, if this is treating a patient, then I am guilty as charged, sir.
Did you consider the ramifications of your actions? What if one of your patients had died?
What's wrong with death, sir? What are we so mortally afraid of? Why can't we treat death with a certain amount of humanity and dignity and decency and, God forbid, maybe even humor? Death is not the enemy, gentlemen. If we're going to fight a disease, let's fight one of the most terrible diseases of all, indifference. Now, I've sat in your schools and heard people lecture on transference and professional distance. Transference is inevitable, sir. Every human being has an impact on another. Why don't we want that in a patient-doctor relationship? That's why I've listened to your teachings, and I believe they're wrong. A doctor's mission should be not just to prevent death, but also to improve the quality of life. That's why you treat a disease, you win, you lose. You treat a person, I guarantee you'll win, no matter what the outcome.
None are not alive, all right? So forgive me for doing everything I can.
You know what? It hasn't been a fucking week.
You're right. Day hasn't been a week. 6. Day 6. And every day, she's wondering why I'm not there to fucking rescue her. Right. Do you understand that? Right. Me, not you, but me. Every day. All right. So forgive me for not going home to have a good night's rest. And why didn't you look for my fucking daughter rather than fucking... Hey. Don't follow me.
Hey. Mr. Dole.
Those are my files.
Yeah, we had them couriered over. And listen, good work. They're a great start. We're just going to have to spend a little time filling in the holes in your research.
Excuse me, Teresa, is it? There are no holes in my research.
No offense. There's just some things we need that you probably didn't know to ask.
Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay? I may not have a law degree, but I've spent 18 months on this case, and I know more about these plaintiffs than you ever will.
Aaron, you don't even have phone numbers for some of them.
Whose number do you need?
Everyone's. This is a lawsuit. We need to be able to contact the plaintiffs.
I said, whose number do you need?
You don't know 600 plaintiffs' numbers by heart. Annabelle Daniels.
Annabelle Daniels, 714-454-9346. 10 years old, 11 in May, lived on the Plume since birth. Wanted to be a synchronized swimmer, so she spent every minute she could in the PG&E pool. She had a tumor in her brainstem detected last November. An operation on Thanksgiving shrunk it with radiation after that. Her parents are Ted and Rita. Ted's got Crohn's disease. Rita has chronic headaches and nausea and underwent a hysterectomy last fall. Ted grew up in Hinckley. His brother Robbie and his wife May and their 5 children, Robbie Jr., Martha, Ed, Rose, and Peter, also lived on the Plume. Their number is 454-9554. You want their diseases?
Okay, look, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet and fucking ugly shoes.
You fucked up big time. You fucked up big time. You're incapable of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
How does that feel?
Well, we've got cards and letters from lots of people that say that iTunes is their favorite app on Windows.
Uh-huh. But I mean, I knew you. I think here at D actually.
It's like giving a glass of ice water to somebody in hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I wish I could spend more than a few minutes with you, but the polls don't close in the East for another hour, and there are plenty of election results still left to falsify. You know, with so many people participating in the political and social debate through call-in shows, it's a good idea to be reminded every once in a while. It's a good idea to be reminded of the awesome impact. I'm sorry. You're Dr. Jenna Jacobs, right?
Yes, sir.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
The awesome impact of the airwaves and how that translates into the furthering of our national discussions, but obviously also how it can